Okay, so everybody's been asking about the rice bowls, the rice bowls, the rice bowls. What are the rice bowls that me and my sister are talking about? Okay, our rice bowls are, well, it's her recipe, and I actually remodernized it to what I like to put in it. You could do the same with yours. So my base that I use is the Uncle Ben's instant brown rice. I use the package details that cooks. I use the whole box when I'm making it for a week, because it's just more convenient that way for me. So I follow the instructions to the T. So if you look on the back of the box, it actually will state use the entire box, and it tells you to do 3 1/4 cup of water. I actually don't do that. I do a 1.5 cups of vegetable broth, and then I do the remainder in water. And then I put it in a pot like so, and instead of adding the butter, I add olive oil to it because it's a little bit less calories than a stick of butter, and cook it just up into 10 minutes when it's actually have that nice little soft bite for you. Then I actually have in my frying pan here, which are my vegetables that I like to put in. I have zucchini, squash, onion, and red bell pepper. And then I use a zesty Urban Garlic McCormick seasoning pack. Just like this. You know, to season my vegetables because it only has 10 calories. If you follow the package to the T, instead of 2 pounds of pork, chicken, or beef, I just use the vegetables. So that's where you see the nice caramelization on top of it, and you see the seasoning. All it is this one pack, and this pack is only 10 calories. So you cut down on your calories instead of measuring each piece of seasoning you put on it and trying to see how many calories is it. This is a way to cut down on your calories. So I have this in a hot pan, and I put a little olive oil in the bottom of the pan, and I'm just getting these to cook down before I add the rest of my ingredients for my bowl. Also over here, I have some shrimp because I'm going to actually use shrimp for my protein to go on top of my rice bowl. So right now I have it soaking in a little bit of vinegar and water just to kill that fish smell. And then once I drain it off, I will season it with salt and pepper and then do the cooking. Hold on, I'll be right back. So I've added some sliced mushrooms to the mix. And all my vegetables here I have are fresh, not frozen. I don't like frozen produce if I can avoid it. So all I did here was just add some mushrooms to the mix. So I'm just going to mix that in really well and marry all the flavors together. This is my first YouTube video too, by the way. And you just marry everything together. This is why I call it kitchen sink, because I put all types of stuff in it because I love vegetables. All types of vegetables. So you will see one more vegetable added to this mixture. I'm actually going to add spinach when it cooks down just a little bit more. So I'm just going to let this be. My rice is getting almost to a point where it's almost done. It's almost absorbed all the liquid. So I'm just going to keep mixing this in really good while it boils. Get all the flavors all in there. So by me adding the vegetable broth to this, it will actually infuse the rice with flavor. So I'll be back. So now I've topped it with my fresh spinach. And I'm actually just put it on top because spinach will wilt and cook down. So I'm going to cover this up. I'm actually going to add just a dash of salt and pepper to it and cover it right on up and let it cook. So after 10 minutes, my rice is fluffy and it's actually finished. And also I look over here and my vegetables are actually married very well together and all cooked down. So now I'm about to start composing my bowl. So to start my rice bowl, I actually use just a large Rubbermaid container. So I just add my brown rice on the bottom of the bowl just like that. And then I top it with my vegetables like so. So as you see, I covered the whole top with the vegetable mixture that I made. And that's the zucchini, the squash, the red bell peppers, the onions, the mushrooms, and the spinach. And so right now in the same pan, I have my shrimp in here actually sauteing. And actually, my sister uses bacon because she's a bacon girl. I don't eat any meat, so I only eat seafood, so I'm actually adding shrimp to my bowl. So shrimp will actually be right here cooking. And I only just tossed it. It's got the same marinades. I use the same pan. I didn't wash the pan. I had the vegetables in it to keep the flavor. So as you see on it, that's that same zesty herb marinade seasoning on it. I didn't make any extra. It's just tossed in it from the pan. And I just added a little sea salt and a little pepper to it. So once that's cooked up, I'm going to finish composing my bowl. So I've added the shrimp. And like you can add any meat, grilled chicken, bacon, anything you want to add to the top, you can add to the top. I do shrimp, or sometimes I do tilapia or salmon, or sometimes I just eat it plain. They all are good ways to eat it. They all are healthier ways. Just grill your stuff, no fry. And I'm just going to top it off with a bit of fresh avocado. So I have it topped with fresh avocado. I'm going to just give it a bright and a fresh, fun flavor to the rice bowl. And like I said, all these components are very healthy for you. Avocado is a very good superfood. And also you have the zucchini, the squash, the mushrooms, the onions, the red bell pepper, what else did I add in here? The whole kitchen sink, right? That's why I call it kitchen sink rice bowl. And then I'm going to show you the dressings that I use when I get ready to make it. So I'm going to go ahead and compose me a plate for work. So I use either the light balsamic or the balsamic vinaigrette, the sweet and complex. Just depending on the flavor I'm looking for. The light balsamic only has 25 calories. The other one, of course, you see it has 60 calories, which is a little bit more than sometimes I like to take intake. So I pretty much use the light balsamic vinaigrette. You can actually make your own vinaigrette. My sister does. I actually just use the store-bought kind. Quick, simple, and I mean, it's delicious. So this is my lunch. I have my rice bowl ready to go right there, and I have my dressing ready to go there. As you see, it's not a lot of dressing because you do not need a lot because it's already packed with full of flavor. And you heat this up first, and then you have the dressing last, and you're good to go. So here's my rice bowl. Thank you for taking time looking at my video. Shout out to my sister Tamika for giving me the idea, and I love this bowl. I eat this bowl 24/7. You can always change up your ingredients. Just keep your base. Thanks. Love y'all. Bye.